So welcome to Cooking with Weeee for today. As you can see, I cut my hair off and I dyed it darker, so not so bad. It's a bit shorter than I wanted, but oh well. So on to the cooking. What I'm going to make today is pasta and spinach with a spinach cream sauce. It's very easy, it's very fast, the whole thing takes about 15 minutes. And on the stove I've got a pot with boiling water in it already for my pasta. And you need one frying pan to make the cream sauce. What you need: whole wheat pasta, you need a bag of frozen spinach, you need some sort of cream, you need a little bit of garlic. I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background, but that's our guild leader Colin talking on vent, and Wally's in there doing his Tin Mans, I think. So I'm going to have a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there because I have some in the fridge. It's not necessary to have this one, but I usually always have a bit of Parmesan in the fridge and it just gives a nice flavor to the dish. You need some nutmeg, or Norwegian muskat nut, and some ground pepper. What we're going to do first is we're just going to finely chop our garlic and fry it in some oil. Go ahead and turn your pan onto medium-high heat. So our water is boiling and we're going to put in like a small handful of salt into the water. And let that come to a full boil before you're going to throw your pasta in. You're going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or say 1 tablespoon, 1.5, into your pan. Give that just a second to heat up before you throw your garlic in. What I usually do is hold my hands a little bit over the pan, and you can feel that it's starting to get hot. So then we're going to throw our garlic in. Our pot is now at a full boil, meaning it's boiling a lot, and I'm going to put in about that much pasta for both me and Wally. Some people break their pasta to put it in so you don't have to wait to push it down. I really don't like it when my pasta is small because then you can't like twist it on the fork as nicely. So I just let it sit there for a second, and then I'm going to take a spoon or my fingers and kind of push it down into the water. Don't forget to stir your garlic so that they get evenly cooked on all sides. So now's a little lazy trick to save some dishes and some space. I'm going to put my spinach into the pasta. It's going to turn your pasta kind of green and the water kind of green, but it's all going to get green later because of the sauce. I just don't want to do more dishes, or make Wally do more dishes because I don't do the dishes. What the trick is, we're going to take a strainer and put this on top of the pasta dish and put the spinach in here and then let it defrost it for us. If you have a microwave, you could do this in a microwave, but we don't have one. So our garlics are nice and brown, and we're going to take in our cream and pour the whole thing in there. Here's our setup. I've got my pasta in the water there and the spinach on top, just defrosting. You need to just move it around a little bit here and there to make sure it all gets nice and defrosted. We just added our cream, and the temperature's still on medium-high heat, and what you need to do is just kind of slowly stir it the whole time. That's basically it. What we're going to do now is just wait for the cream to thicken up so it becomes more of a sauce. When the spinach is totally defrosted, we're going to take it off the heat there and just put it over to the side and let some of the excess water drain out of it. The main spices is nutmeg and pepper, and you're going to add just a pinch, a little bit of nutmeg. A little goes a long way. Really just a small bit. Like that much, about a pinch. And then a lot of black pepper. You need to keep stirring this. Don't let it sit too long. If it starts to bubble too much, just lower the heat down a little bit, but you really don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan or to burn. All of the spinach is defrosted now. Try to push some of the excess water back into the pot. And I'm just going to set this over in the sink and let it keep draining some more. What we're doing with the cream is getting all of the excess moisture out of it, so you're left with just kind of some more of the fatty product of it, and that's what's making it thicker. So we want as much water to drain off the spinach before we throw that in, otherwise kind of ruin all your hard work and we'll get more watery cream when we want it to be thick like a sauce. The cream is starting to be just a little bit thicker for us, so I'm going to grate in some Parmesan. Instead of like pretending to grate it, I guess I could just grate it. You can add as much or as little or none as if you want. It's totally up to you. I'm putting that in now so that it will melt and thicken up the sauce a little bit more for us. And the pasta should be done in about 2 more minutes, and hopefully our cream will be ready then too. As soon as the sauce starts to separate like this, where it's thicker, you see you push it around and it leaves some space, you can go ahead and throw in your spinach. You just throw in your spinach and stir it around. Go ahead and turn the temperature off because the cream and dish is done now. You can give it a taste now and see if you want to add any more pepper, any more nutmeg, any more salt. Start to finish, the whole dish takes as long as it takes just to boil pasta. The pasta's done and we just put it on our plates. And here's our finished cream sauce. And it tasted delicious. And you just take a spoonful of this onto your pasta. And you can grate a little bit more Parmesan cheese on there if you would like. This is a great little vegetarian dish. Obviously it's not vegan since you use cream, but you can get a plant product of cream and make it like that. I did get that plant, some kind of like soy cream thing. I made that one time and it tasted great, so you can use it as a vegan dish. It's really fast, it's really easy, and it's really healthy. I hope you give it a try. Enjoy!